Welcome back everyone. So today I'm making Huli chicken. So that translates to basically Hawaiian tropical chicken. Now I found a recipe online. I'll post the link in the description because I'm just sick of eating the same boring chicken every week. So I had to get some inspiration online. So the chicken's been cleaned. I've taken all the tendons out and all the nasty bits anyway. So I've got a tin of pineapple juice here with pineapples inside. So a tin of pineapples even. So the recipe calls for tinned pineapple juice, not fresh pineapple juice. So I'm just going to put that into the jug. Here I've chopped some ginger and some garlic, fresh ginger and garlic, not that shortcut stuff. And that goes into the pineapple juice. So this is literally the marinade that we're making now. It's hard to work with one hand as I'm holding the camera in the other hand. So just bear with me. Okay, so you've got the garlic, ginger and the pineapple juice in that jug. Now in with some ketchup. That's probably about 2 tablespoons. Some soy sauce, some dark soy sauce. That's about a tablespoon, I would say. So Shaoxing rice wine, so that's a Chinese cooking wine. It's 14.5% volume. So we're going to need a dash of that. I reckon about a tablespoon. Yeah, that's about a tablespoon or a good glug. Now some brown sugar. So a couple of those. Some apple cider vinegar, a splash of that. Probably about a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons I would say. Sesame oil. That's about a teaspoon. Cayenne pepper. Now the recipe did call for fresh chilies, but I didn't have any, so I've just used what I had in the cupboard. So cayenne pepper. Obviously, if you don't like it too spicy, don't add so much, but I was looking for a bit of heat in this recipe, so I added about a tablespoon and a half. So just give it a nice mix. So we're mixing all that around to, get all those flavours doing all its, flavoury things. There's a lot of flavour in that jug. So now we're going to marinate the chicken. So the chicken, like I said, has already been washed, cleaned and prepared. So yeah, this needs to be sitting in that marinade for at least 24 hours. So I'm just going to mix it around so all of the marinade coats the chicken and there's no bits that don't get any of that lovely flavour. There you go, just pushing it down, making sure that it's all covered. So I'm going to literally put this in the fridge for 24 hours. It said 24 hours minimum, even 48 hours. So yeah, that's gone in the fridge, 24 hours. Now this is some pumpkin that I grew down the allotment. I had this in the fridge. I made a recipe in the week and I had some left over. So I'm just going to utilise this, what I've got. So I'm just going to drizzle this with some avocado oil. Just swapping out those seed oils really for avocado because it's much healthier. And it has a high smoke point as well, so you can fry with avocado oil, which is good. So just going to season with some complete seasoning. Lots of flavour there. Bit of garlic powder. So the complete seasoning's already got salt and lots of other herbs and spices in, so we don't need to add any extra salt. Give it a good old mix, make sure it's all coated nicely. There's a lot of flavour there. So that's literally going to bake in the oven for about 25 minutes. So the next day, here we go. This is the chicken. It smells delicious. Now, as soon as I unwrapped it, you could smell all those lovely flavours. The Shaoxing, the rice wine, the cayenne pepper, the sweetness. It did smell delicious. The pineapple juice. So I'm just going to brown these off in a cast iron pan I've used. So this recipe, basically calls for barbecue and grill. Just think like outdoor cooking and char, you know when you get that char flavour. So I've gone for the cast iron pan just to get some of that flavour anyway. So it does look uncoloured, but with this recipe you have to turn and baste. So every time you turn a chicken, you baste it. So that's what I'm doing here, just basting it with some of that the marinade. And look, you can see the colour really coming through, the caramelisation on those chicken thighs. It does look delicious. And for some pineapples, so I wasn't going to use a clean pan to grill the pineapples in, no, because there's too much flavour there and it wasn't going to waste. Now they look proper, they look grilled, they look beautiful. Oh look, here's the final plate. So I've just steamed some kale and I've just literally just put a plate together with that Huli chicken on the side. Just steamed some rice and just put a knob of butter on the top. Here's me. Look, so it does look delicious. So here's the pumpkin, roasted pumpkin. Very soft, very sweet, very healthy in fact. The natural sweetness is coming through from that pumpkin. The rice is steamed beautifully. It's very loose, not clumped together, not sticky. Now for the chicken. Look, so I've garnished it with some green onions. It looks like it's caramelised beautifully. Let's see how it is. It is a bit hot. So it was a bit unusual at first, if I'm honest. I think I need to try another bit, to be honest, to really know how I feel about this chicken. So I've tried a bit here with some of that grilled pineapple, and it really did bring another dimension to the flavours. So you would need to, in my opinion, you would need to eat that with like the garnish and with the pineapple and the onions, just to give it more flavours and freshness as well. It was cooked beautifully to the bone. It probably took about 25 minutes in the pan, just turning and basting for it to cook through properly. I would say that the rice wine that I used, I might have put a bit too much in there because that was like a predominant flavour, and it was a nice flavour, but I think it should have been a bit more subtle. There's the chicken again. Look, it does look cooked beautifully. I would give that a 7 out of 10, but give it a try. If you're bored of the same chicken recipes, try Huli. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.